presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway from Houston. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But it's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Second and 4. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watch the whip.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Gets through and now an opening. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact, but he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Second and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Open man here is Gentry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Voyagers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Bond going to throw it. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead. Make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Runs over him, and he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's Mond. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Fights forward at the 20. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Voyagers 7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just touchdown.
That's caught. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Mond looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 43 rail. Black shot. Get him. Mike 28. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Drill green. Ready.
Here's Mond. They're going for it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, here's Mon.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This still a one-possession game, 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Mon.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Houston.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third and inches.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Cowboys 29, Voyagers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Voyagers get a bit closer.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Voyagers 41.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down at 4.
Now a give, right side. Strickland. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's the backup Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 8 yards to go on second down.
2 yards on the pickup. In second.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
209 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance...
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that.
There he goes, right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. It's Strickland. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tanner Muse in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
39, Voyagers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
From the gun, here's Mond.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Voyagers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now here's a carry heading left. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here. Mond.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A A huge play there for Houston. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check number 6. Check number 6.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mond. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reyes. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Voyagers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number's...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding Samuel, shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.